Hello, I'm Tony Lofthouse. I'm Chief Executive Officer of Thunderlara Limited, and Thunderlara is an exploration company focusing on gold and copper, mainly in Western Australia, but we also have assets in the Northern Territory. I think the main thing about GardenGully is its proximity to existing infrastructure. The fact that we have two existing operating gold plants within 30 kilometres of GardenGully. The key as well is that both of those plants need additional ore feed, so anything we discover at GardenGully has an existing plant capability that we can attract by talking to those two parties. We acquired GardenGully in late December 2015 and started exploration there in mid-2016. In the time since then, we've done something in the order of 13,700 metres of reverse circulation drilling and about 788 metres of diamond drilling. So we've done 85 reverse circulation holes at GardenGully and 2 diamond tails at GardenGully as well in that time. Results to date have been quite spectacular, particularly at the Lydia prospect, which we found is showing evidence of gold mineralisation from near surface. We've got 7 metres at 24.5 grams from 11 metres below surface. We've had intersections including 80 metres at 1.9 grams per tonne from 79 metres. And mineralisation is also showing down as deep as 260 metres down hole, about 240 odd metres vertical. And Lydia at the moment, as a completely new discovery, is the zone that is showing the greatest potential for us. Exploration to date has found 500 metres strike length. It's open at depth and to the north and to the south. The true width is still to be absolutely determined of mineralisation, but the most recent drilling appears to indicate that at least 30 metres wide of the zone that we are looking to follow up at the moment. Crown Prince was the source of the original gold mined at GardenGully. There was 21,000 ounces at about 21 grams per tonne was mined in the early 1900s there. That tenement was forfeited as a mining lease not long ago and acquired by a prospector with whom we've done a deal. As soon as it gets granted again, which we believe will be within the next 2 or 3 weeks, then the deal transfers the title to us and we can commence exploration there. Some of the grades at GardenGully in the past on his open file data, historical drilling, have been very, very attractive and give us evidence to support the possibility of another resource there that we need to do work on to follow up. What we've seen from the geological logs at Lydia and at Transylvania show that Transylvania appears to be a similar style of mineralisation to Lydia. As I say, at this stage that needs to be followed up in more detail, but our focus is obviously on Lydia first. And then further to the east on a parallel trend, the mineralisation that's been logged at Crown Prince includes evidence of black shales and porphyry, mineralised porphyry within the normal Archean greenstone that you see in that location, and that is also being seen further south at both the Crown and the Battery prospects, so that appears to have the possibility for extensions to the south of Crown Prince as well. I think GardenGully is really exciting, and part of the reason I believe that it is so successful is because it's so close to Meekatharra. It hasn't been identified in the past, apart from the historical drilling and the historical mining of 21,000 ounces. Doré and Metals X have explored extensively around that ground and have not been able to come up with anything new. So does that mean there's nothing there? Well, no. What we're seeing now as we've drilled deeper is we've gone through what is called transported cover, and through that zone of depletion that sits beneath that means that the gold is not as evident as you think it might be. A lot of historical explorers have stopped drilling then, assuming they haven't got anything. We've drilled deeper and then started hitting this mineralisation that is showing that Lydia in particular has the potential to show something from surface down to 200 odd metres. Our principal shareholder is Ragged Range, which is our founder and chairman Phil Crabb. He holds about 55 million shares, which is roughly in the order of 13% of the company. Phil's holding and other parties who've been associated with Phil for many years mean that we have a top 20 that controls about 40% of the company, and that is sticky. So there's maybe 60% free float in the company. We have a total of roughly 3,200 shareholders, but a lot of people have been holding stock for a long while from much higher prices. All of Thunderlara's shareholders include the board, the management and the team in the office as well. We all hold shares. They've all been bought on market or through rights issues or share purchase plans or shortfalls. So we've all put good money into the company. We have skin in the game, which we believe is absolutely vital if you're going to look at a company. You need to know that the management's interests are aligned with that of every other shareholder who's paid good money to get stock in the company. There is no doubt that in the last 6 months or so the liquidity in the company has declined, which to some degree reflects the lack of activity in some of the sectors at the moment and the market overall. We have undertaken a new marketing program just recently and have just opened up a Twitter account as well at Thunderlara. We hope that that will be the first step towards improving the level of market awareness of what Thunderlara is doing and to get the message spread much more widely. From where we are today, which is early July 2017, the acquisition or the grant of the title at Crown Prince, which should be within the next 2 or 3 weeks, will be the first key that allows us to start looking at the data that's there and working a program forward for exploration of Crown Prince. At Garden Gully itself, particularly at the Lydia prospect, the aim towards the end of this year in the third and fourth quarters is to do the drilling follow-up that's required there, to prove a resource at Lydia, and to do some work additionally at Battery and Transylvania to hopefully line them up for the next stage of follow-up beyond that.